Hey everybody, welcome back to Azure Plays, more Lost Odyssey, where last time we got through the burning limestone cave and got the whole party back together. This time around, we're actually going to be collecting some items and starting up some side quests. But before we go any further into the ocean, we're actually going to head right back towards the burning limestone cave. Because right back in here are a couple items we missed. Because we missed them due to the fact that we couldn't actually control our characters while we're in this area. So we kind of just head over here and pick up, and pick it, thank you. There we go. Get a mana bottle. And we can just keep heading back towards over here. Keep going and going. There we go. Because we're going to be heading back towards the Path of Dankness, because there's a royal seal in that area. Just head into this poison here, go around here, and in here you'll find another seal. And that gives us the royal emblem. The royal emblem is an item for tolling only. It gives him auto barrier. It's nice. And while you're in the cave, if you get set up to at least level 37, he will learn ultimate analysis. It's great because now that makes it so you don't need the search glasses or any of the treasure analysis, status analysis, all that stuff. You just have ultimate analysis, learn that with somebody, pop that on, or just have set in your party. It's one slot versus so many slots just to get all the analysis. It's perfect, it's great. So yes. What we're going to do is I'm actually going to go underneath the water here because there are items all over the ocean. And I mean like all over the ocean. It's not terrible, mind you, because all I really got to do is just kind of go along the ocean floor. Not a big deal. It's literally just surrounding the landmass. So just kind of just go around the landmass until you just see bubbles. And there's like, that's just an item right there. Bubbles. That's all you really gotta worry about. There's no battles underwater. You don't have to worry about it. There's no like Final Fantasy 7 situation where it's like, super boss underwater. There's nothing like that. You don't have to worry about that. So just, you're good to go. Just kind of keep going. Find all the sparkly bits. And you're good to go. But yes, as we go along the world map here, we notice that there's like a bunch of dots everywhere. All the dots are pretty much just locations you've been in. And the two lit up dots are areas that we can go to. We got the moment because it's like one of them's obviously like go into the little dip in the bottom right there, and then one of them's like, I'll just go around the landmass and you'll get to it. In this case, I kind of just drove into the land there. All I gotta do is just kind of be on the lookout for the sparkling bubbles. It's not a big deal. There's a decent chunk of items. I already got one of them in the last episode just to kind of demonstrate, but again, kind of go along. And if you get close to one of these light blue areas, you'll get like a little bit of a kind of, you're going through it and you'll bump into it.
She's maxed out, Mama. She could give more if she had more power.
We should be able to use magic to get us past these hypercurrents.
Yeah, that would do it.
Magic energy? In the words of a pirate, a great treasure. This should be fun.
So yeah, as they were saying before in the last episode, is that we need to get through like to like find like a cave underwater sort of situation. That's the bottom right area. That again, we're not going there just yet because we are in a situation where we can do whatever we want. But in this case, I'm going to kind of just be searching for bubbles. It's a little bit annoying because it's just like I'm going underwater for so long and I just can't really. Honestly, I can't see that much ahead of me. It's kind of annoying. It's not the worst thing in the world because I can still make out what's going on, but it's kind of blurry underwater, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. There's another seed. So the next item, we're gonna keep going a little bit further. We're gonna skip that cave for now. We don't really need to head to it. Not yet. I mean, I could go to it, like activate the cutscene because there's a cutscene when you get over there. And kind of just have it later for my map, but I don't really need to worry too much about it yet. I'll activate it when I need to activate it. In the meantime, though, we see like a giant little ice thing right there, as well as more bubbles. There we go. Another one down. That should be the magic ceiling bases, I believe. Yep. And the next one is going to be kind of a nice little goodie. I just had to find it. Oh, I slammed right into the hypercurrent. I was not paying attention. I was looking at the wall of the continent versus the wall of the hypercurrent. Because the hypercurrent wall is a giant, you are not getting into the center of that area. Which, unfortunately for us, is actually where we need to head. So that's going to be quite some time before we actually get to that. Well, we can't access everything else, which is pretty much the majority of Discord, not going to lie. It's pretty much, oh, hey, side quest central. Just do all of that stuff. All over the place. Every single one of those spots. Just probably going to be a side quest of some sort in it. It's not terribly a big deal. Let's see here. Still don't see anything just yet. There we go, bubbles. If they ever do bring this game on anything else, I would like them to like remaster the light physics there. Make it, it's nice, it's neat, but it's still kind of, again, hard to see. But yeah, that's 10,000 G for us. The next one should be, I think it's another seed. We got quite a few of those. I just gotta make sure I don't miss any. Thankfully enough, again, just hug the walls of whatever you can. And you don't have to like drive out into the distance or anything stupid like that. You pretty much just gotta hug the wall. Really no point in doing that either, so that's great because like, could you imagine having to be like, oh, go to the bottom left of the map and find something? No, there's nothing out there. Don't worry about it. Bubbles. Bubbles. This takes a while. I wish there was like a boost button, but there isn't. Bubbles? Bubbles. Oh yeah, I remember now. There's going to be, see that? There's like a little teeny gap I can go into. There's gonna be an item in there. I gotta remember that one. Let me just kinda weasel my way in there. I know I can do it. The ship has weird sound underwater, not gonna lie. It's really weird sounding. Okay, there's the hypercurrent wall. Just up. It's like it bounces on the wall and just crashed into another wall. Yeah, I could surface right here if I wanted to. Don't need to though. Here we go. Another item. There you go, that's a seed. We'll go a teeny bit further just in case there's another item over here. I don't remember where all of them are at, mind you. I'm just kind of searching just in case. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Turn around, crash into a wall. Oh, actually, no, I didn't crash. All right. It's funny because I can't tell if I'm having like emulation glitches just because of Xbox One on the ship right now, but that's just the light bouncing on the ship constantly, and it makes me think of like on disc on disc 2 when we were going on the boat in Salmon, where like the water was just glitching out like crazy, and then the part in disc 3, like right before I got the Nautilus, even it was glitching out there too. There's another one. I mean, so far the game itself has been pretty fine. I love the load times on this version. It's just great. Slot seed. Yeah, I completely forgot I had a lot of those. Oh, I think 3. Should probably use some of them and just kind of plop things on, but at the moment I don't really necessarily need to. There's another item. This one should be the draining stones, I believe. So let me grab those. Yep, there's the draining stones. All right, now let's go over to the next one here. It's kind of a calming underwater episode, but I guess if people don't like water or going underwater, this probably would annoy them. I can guarantee that just because it's like being underwater in a pressurized thing. I can definitely understand if you don't like that. Like being in a sub. In this case, it's a video game, so it's not terribly bad. I mean, it's still better off than like being afraid of the shark in Kingdom Hearts, for example. When you go to you basically you go to Atlantica, which is just like the Little Mermaid Disney related, and the shark is an enemy there. I was terrified of that when I was younger, just because of like how sudden it attacked you. There's none of that here. It's actually surprisingly like empty. Like I don't see anything. I have a feeling if they were to remaster this, they might add like little touches of maybe schools of fish or something. That'd be kind of neat. It's also weird that in this game, the entire world is just like on... It's not one landmass, mind you. It's like... It's a world's amount of landmasses. Like, it almost kind of... Almost kind of is like our world itself. It's slightly different. It's just a lot of it's connected by ice and hypercurrents are blocking the way around. Weird. Unfortunately, the last item is probably one I should have got first because I actually have to go all the way around the biggest landmass just to get an item which isn't even that spectacular. Just more ring components. Like I could have probably have just gone north, collected this, and just avoided having to just go along this entire path. Probably would have made things a little bit easier, honestly. Really, it probably would have. See, I should be getting near it. Where are you? There you are. Here's the last one. I'm pretty sure I didn't miss any along the way. I mean, it's kind of not hard to miss them. But we're at the point in the game where if you start missing things, there are ways of finding out what you're missing, so it's not a big deal. All right, let's surface. We are done finding all the stuff underwater. Let's get to our nearest disembark point. Okay, we have the two different spots that we're already aware of. And we can access pretty much mostly anywhere, aside from Namara, the Crimson Forest. The reason we can't access those is because hypercurrents. Which is kind of funny because you think you'd be able to access it, but the only reason we were able to access it to begin with originally is because we got captured and then brought over there from not the construction base, the one before that. Speaking of the construction base, we are actually going to head to, I believe it's, yeah, we're going to head to the construction base. We're basically walking the long distance because we normally can't. So basically we stopped at Ura and then walked out to the construction base. I'm pretty sure this is the right one. Is this the right one or am I being stupid? Yeah, this is the right one. All right, good. Because now that we're here, we have a couple things we could do. We can talk to this guy here. Look at that dynamo. The magic engine's pendulum has stopped, so the limiter isn't working anymore. That was a custom-built engine, so we can't repair it ourselves. What's worse, all the trained technicians have pulled out of the base. If something isn't done soon, not only will the dynamo be destroyed, but the magic energy in the area could catalyze into a runaway reaction. We don't want that happening again. We don't want a Highlands of Wool situation all over again. But thankfully enough, who do we talk to for this? I'm pretty sure we talked to one of you. What a conundrum, something out of alignment with the dynamo, but most of the technicians are already gone. So there's no one left to repair it. What to do, what to do? Okay, said. Time to work your magic. A runaway reaction? That's bad, right? Ah, cool your jets. We just need to get the pendulum moving again, right? You can do that, said. Of course I can. Here, let me have a look. You did it! The power's back online, so the limiter's working again. Thank you so much for helping us. I don't know if this will make up for it, but please, take this. You get 6 living brass. Speaking of, can I actually make anything with that? Let's see. Living brass, living brass, living brass. Yeah, I just need a rage ring and I can get a fury ring, which will give me critical up level 3. But speaking of rage ring, I have that right here. I could just do that and then make the fury ring if I wanted to. And I could make that, which would be nice. I just don't have the blood cloth crystal for it. But yeah, we're not quite done in this area just yet. We need to find a couple more people. Because again, this is the side quest disc. Well, I want to say the side quest disc, so there's just a lot of stuff here. Is this the right way? Yeah, this is over here. So like pretty much every place you've gone to in the entire game, for the most part, is accessible right now, which is nice. Which basically means that most of disc 4 is side quest, but there's some story left. Ah, damn, just as I fear. There's enough raw materials. Not even the black market can get me what I need. I'm using this pathetic little magic capsule. It's simply too weak. I need at least 30 times more output for my equipment to work. For that, I asked them for 30 magic capsules, and now they want to cancel my project. Fools. Those idiots haven't the slightest idea of how my magic research works. It's just a rumor, but I've been told that King Gongora has developed a special kind of magic capsule that has more than 10 times the output of a normal capsule. Yeah, he said King Gongora. He is technically the king of right now, so... yeah, there's that. If I can get my hands on just 3 of those things, I could continue my research. Those capsules I gotta be in Gongora's old mansion. How about it? Would you like to contribute to this important project of mine? Yes. Well, I can get my hands on those magic capsules in King Gongora's mansion. So we have a side quest to go to Gongora's mansion and find 3 magic capsules. So we'll keep that on the back burner for a while because we're not going to be heading there for a little bit. So let me head out. Because there is another thing around here. I believe it is this building. Here we go. Yep. I knew we were measuring from too far away. We gotta get a gauge closer to the magic locations. Oh, you come at a good time. Could you help us with our magic research? Won't be anything too difficult. Essentially, we need to take the magic gauge here and set it up near the magic locations of the world. One such location lies atop the Ypsilon Mountains. Other locations are still be inside the Black Cave, by the frozen entrance to the Ice Canyon in Gosa, and in the ruins of the ancient Eastern tribe. Magic locations are areas where magic energy settles in high concentrations. You'll find them right away with the gauge. Once you do, just drop the gauge there and you're done. You'll be rewarded for your efforts, of course. Are you interested? Sure. Thank you very much. This will be a major breakthrough in our magic research. Here's a gauge. Let me know how you do. So we get 4 magic gauges. So we have to go to all 4 of those locations in the world. Honestly, a lot of them aren't hard to get to, except for the ancient ruins. We can't do that just yet because that, I mean, we could, but that's advancing the story. I'm not going to quite do that just yet. So I believe if we head to the, let's see, I believe it's the south exit. Be a little bit easier, just to kind of head through the beginning area all over again. So as we're heading through the Ypsilon Mountains all over again, once we get up to here, yep, more dreams. Kyle recalls a memory that was locked deep within his heart. Okay, so dreams. It's been a hot minute since I didn't have any of these on disc 3, but you know how this goes. In the description and up in the upper right about now. So after the dream sequence about the cicadas, or is it cicadas? Or is it cicadas? I don't know. Either way, we head up to Ypsilon Mountains, which with Set in our party, we can gain SP for a lot of skills incredibly fast, even on weak enemies in this area. So fighting the battles here and getting SP is a really great bonus. But either way, we need to head up to the peak where we fought the Grogam, because that is our first destination for our side quest.
It's back in the Sea of Baus.
That technician working on magic research said this was a magic location. It's kind of hard to tell, though. Oh, well, I guess I'll put the magic gauge down here. And that installs the magic gauge, so we can actually get out of the Epsilon Mountains now because we're pretty much done here. And on our way out, we actually see this guy over here. Well, it's not every day I run into the people in a place like this. I did say into people in a place like this. Are you all travelers? Yeah, you could say that. How about you, Grams? What are you doing here? I was just wandering around reminiscing. This mountain used to be famous for being rich in ore. I used to come here to get components for my smithing when I was young. But now all the resources have been mined out of the construction that grand step up ahead. Before the construction of that grand step up ahead, there we go. Even the coal mines was closed. Now there's nothing left. Because the next area we are going to head to is the Black Cave. Because this is another one of the locations for the magic gauges. Alright, so the Great Hall of Foul Creatures. The magic gauge location here is rather simple. I just need to find where the prompt is for it. Where are you? What? There it is. And there we go. Say, isn't this one of the magic spots the technician and Ura mentioned? Let's set up the magic gauge here while we're at it. But we're not done here just yet. Let's leave this area really quickly in this direction. Alright, the Hell Trap. This area should be familiar. We were here a long time ago and we need like those bugs in order to see the holes in the ground. So let me grab one of them just in case so I don't accidentally fall into a hole. But we are looking for a royal seal. In this direction over here, we see the royal seal. Royal seal broken. And that gives us the Master Sword and the Master Ring. Alright, so the Master Sword is actually kind of useful. Let me see here, Colin. Master Sword. It is great and better than a Royal Knight's Sword. But the Master Ring, on the other hand, Toxin, Petrify, and Paralysis, those are nice for him when you're using him. But you might as well just give them to someone who's in your party at this moment because level effects sometimes almost certainly causes those things. It's kind of amazing, honestly. And it's just more damage, so it's pretty good. But yeah, we're done here already, so let's get out of here. We can just come back the way we came since we're right next to the exit. Alright, and the next area that we should head towards for a magic location is in the Ice Canyon. Alright, and in the Ice Canyon, you just head right on in. Hey, this is one of the magic spots that the guy in Ura told us to investigate for research. Better set up the magic meter here. Just plop it down and we're pretty much done with that already. But we're actually not done with the area yet. It's actually easier to leave the area because we could just head to the next location by going to north. And from the north side, what we can do is actually head right on over here. Climb up this and get the royal seal. Royal seal broken, we get Quad Element Charm. The Quad Element Charm is actually a token only accessory. Element resistance up, it's for token only. It reduces fire, water, wind, and earth element damage. That's really useful because Tolan's defense is garbage. But that makes quick work of this area. Alright, so we got 3 of the magic gauges that we need to set down. The next one is actually in a story-related area that we can't actually head towards just yet. Next time in Azure Plays, more Lost Odyssey, we're gonna head to other lands. because there's plenty of side quests to do, and we're gonna tackle them all. I'll see you all then.